Waiver wire pickups for week 8. Here's some guys you need to add to your fantasy team to improve your chances to have a good week, a bounce back week, or to keep you right at the top of the standings. Let's start off with Cedric Tillman. If you didn't pick up Cedric Tillman last week, you definitely need to pick his ass up this week. He's getting better and better every week with Amari Cooper's departure. This week, 11 targets in week 7, 9 targets this week. Jameis Winston loves those big body X receivers, and he had 2 touchdowns. 99 yards receiving, 7 catches. So they are finding ways to get him the ball, and it seems like it's working. This offense looked more effective with Jameis Winston. Other pieces in this offense had a better day, but Cedric Tillman seems like he's the number one option. Him and Njoku seem like they're the top options for Jameis Winston, so hopefully that keeps going. Cedric Tillman, though, right now, 28.90 fantasy points this week, so another big week for Cedric Tillman. He's somebody you could start at receiver, maybe in the flex, maybe receiver 2, but Chargers this week, Jameis Winston, this offense is going to be high-powering, high-flying, electrifying these next couple weeks. So Cedric Tillman is a must-add receiver. Now, maybe the most underrated fantasy waiver wire pickup, Jalen Coker, receiver from the Carolina Panthers, undrafted receiver. Was on the practice squad for some time, but Jalen Coker, he's really been one of their guys out there. 60 yards receiving against the Chicago Bears, led the team in receiving that game, and he's finding ways to get open, has a good body frame, 6'3", 213 pounds, good catch radius. He's catched 12 of his 15 targets so far, so whenever you throw him the ball, he's coming down with it. He's a receiver that the quarterbacks could trust, whether it's Dalton or Bryce Young. And with Deontay Johnson potentially getting traded, maybe Adam Thielen too, you could potentially see him be the number 1 or number 2 option for Bryce Young or Dalton moving forward. And this is the guy that if you add now, he could be very beneficial to you moving forward. 6 targets, 4 catches, 78 yards in the game last week, and a touchdown. I like his upside a little more than Xavier Legette. Obviously, though, Xavier Legette's a bigger name. He's rostered in most leagues, but Jalen Coker, moving forward, he could be the receiver 1 for the Carolina Panthers. Who knows? The production could continue to get higher and higher. Next week, he could have a huge week. I'm excited to see, though. Add him, stash him, and let's see what he does this following week. Another guy you should add, Parker Washington, receiver from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Christian Kirk is out for the season. Brian Thomas Jr., he's banged up. Gabe Davis is banged up. So he's the healthiest receiver right now. He can replace Christian Kirk in the slot as well. His production, 7.6 fantasy points this last week. Got a 74% snap share Sunday. His stock is rising. 4 targets, 3 catches, 46 yards. He could be a deep play threat for Trevor Lawrence. This team is a bad football team, so teams are going to get ahead early on them, so they're going to have to pass the ball. They're going to have to move the ball downfield. Brian Thomas Jr., we've seen the success he's had so far as a rookie. Parker Washington could come in and be that type of playmaker for him with all their receivers banged up and all their receivers hurt. I think right now Parker Washington could be the most beneficial add and most instant impact waiver add for you right now out of all the guys you have the opportunity to sign. He's not rostered in that many leagues either. Probably not rostered in any leagues. So take a chance on him, especially if you need somebody in the flex.
Some people thought the NFC North was going to be the worst division in football this season. They thought it was going to be as bad as the NFC South.